Okay. So, there's you before Aya and you after this experience. What's the difference, the main difference you can pick up?
I think I unleashed some suppressed emotions I wasn't allowing myself to feel. I think I was probably lacking an understanding of the things that were important to me and the direction that I wanted to go with my life from an energy standpoint and from a community standpoint and from a productivity standpoint. And then just allowing myself to maybe have a bit of a revelation with identity or identifying things that are important to me, and realizing some of my traits that are my really quality traits that I think have been suppressed a bit. So I feel like I've left, or I showed up feeling lonely, empty, and in a way, like those feelings were what brought me here. To hopefully find some answers and improve my mental health. And, I feel like I'm leaving here with a way better understanding of myself, an understanding of some practices and tools that I can take into my everyday life to hopefully find this type of internal peace on a more regular basis.
You ran into yourself on the street, your old self.
I'd say that the path to making actionable change in your life is challenging but rewarding, and that sometimes when things get really difficult, as much as that experience is not fun, it does push you to make a change and to look in the mirror and to grow. And I think that's the cycle of our life, is ups and downs, and it's what do you do in the downs and what do you do in the ups to just move everything up just a bit. It's always going to be cyclical in some way, but I think we want things to be great all the time, but sometimes the tough times are what bring us to actually make changes in a positive direction in our life, and to do the difficult things. We go through difficult processes and experiences in order to I think you come into an experience like this not knowing really what you're going to get. You have a hope, and then you kind of have a breakthrough, and it's incredibly enlightening and freeing. But I think there's the underlying uncertainty of how sustainable that is, and how you can bring it to normal life on a routine basis. And I was nervous about that, but I think that I've been put at ease just being able to find middle ground between this amazing experience and retreat and all the emotions and positive energy that I've garnered here, and taking it back to normal life, and then just hoping that I can have the awareness and the understanding of kind of the tools and practices that I need to implement on a daily basis, not necessarily time strenuous, but more just brief reminders of this experience and of the things that I've learned and the practices hopefully that I can take and be really dedicated to, that can lead me to this frame of mind a bit more often, but I think it's discipline and awareness and probably acceptance and patience as well. I don't think it's going to be perfect right away. I think I'm going to have to learn my process to give me the best chance on a consistent basis to feel my best.
So do you have one more that I couldn't decide if I was going to choose between that one and that one? I'm glad I chose that one, but shortest question, in as few words as possible, what does flow mean now for you?
Flow means just being and not forcing.
We wait. Thank you.